What's good, everybody? It's your boy Astro coming at you today. A beautiful new day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? A beautiful new day, grand rising, good morning, whatever it is that you say uh, to make people feel welcome the first time. All right. So I'm in a sacred space. So you may hear me talk in this tone right now for now, but that's just how it is for now. I want to just welcome all my YouTube people on my Facebook. Folks, I wish you could, my YouTube people, if you could join in. So I post to Instagram and on Facebook at the same time. So you'll be able, if you're on Instagram, you could catch my post or my videos. This video may not be directly connected to Instagram because I'm still trying to work StreamYard to do it. It's so sort of complicated. It can be done, but someone's back and forth. But I'll get it, I have to use just a different method, I guess. I want to say, how y'all doing? All right. And Meek Star say, you don't get notifications on Facebook or Instagram. Well, you got to put me as your favorite. You won't get any posts from me or videos from me if you do not make me your favorite. You have to make me your favorite. That's the only way it happens. Only way it happens. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. All right. All right. So we're doing some Ask Astros. As you can see the description, it shows that we're going to be doing that this today. I know some people got some questions based upon some of my posts I've been making. As you know, I try my best to make learning astrology easy and fun for you guys as best as I can. As a matter of fact, my class, my beginner's astrology class, because I have one, and I have the intimate astrology class, are taking their final exam this week. Pretty proud of them. They did pretty good. Okay. Did excellent. I truly appreciate them for putting the time in and learning astrology like they do. Some of the people who went in astrology or started it didn't know much about astrology at all until they started, following me or even come to my class. And now they could read a chart. They could read a chart like easy. It just is what it is. All right. Right. So yeah. Say hello to all of my YouTube tribe members. All right. I got about I got a few people to do ask Astro for. All right. So let me take a look. I got one person on Instagram. That's Kayla Dior. Kayla Dior Daniels. And I think somebody else said something. So Kayla Dior Daniels, I'm going to, if you're here, I'm going to start yours. And then we got Shalanda, Shante. All right. Good to see each and every single one of you. Awesome. All right. So as you can see, like I said, I was posting about, different rising signs. If you're not familiar with systems, Placidus is a system that I was taught in astrology school. It only was for me maybe 87% truthful, and I'm a person, I want 100%. I want close to 99 to 100% accuracy. So when I moved it to whole sign house system, it became more accurate. And it only makes sense because Vedic is known to be more accurate, right? That's what people say, Vedic astrology is more accurate. Well, Vedic astrology uses whole sign house system. That's right. Vedic astrology uses whole sign house system, the same system that I use. Now, I know that some of you will come on my post and be like, yeah, I'm a Libra rising, but I don't have Aquarius on my 5th house. I got Capricorn there. And I want to tell you that get rid of that old system. That Placidus system was created to keep y'all confused. All right? Okay. You know. Hey, Austin. The Placidus system was really created to keep y'all confused. I was confused for a bit too. I mean, and intercepted signs, all these other stuff. It really didn't make logical sense. I would do readings, and some parts would be a really strong hit and miss, and not necessarily based upon placements of planets, but based upon the fact that the sign that was intercepted is missing. They're saying it doesn't fit. It didn't make logical sense to me. So the reason why I can be so accurate is because I use whole sign house system. I mean, shout outs to all those who still use Placidus system. I'm not, dogging you or saying anything about you. And, it's just that you only going to be like 86, 87% accurate. You may convince yourself that some parts are still applicable, but possibly not so necessarily. And that's just how it is. All right. Okay. So let me see. I have 1 person, 2 persons. Let's see how this Cash App is looking. Oh, y'all piling in now, huh? I see y'all. 1, 2. Tonica, I ain't see you in a hot bit. I see you in a minute. I hope everything is all right with you. Good to hear from you. All right. Let's go with, Kayla Dior. So I'm gonna share the screen so y'all can look at it. All right. Let me go to present. All right. Let's take a look. All right. Let me just stop. Let me take that off here. Chat. We got name KY dash LA. Oh, what am I seeking for? I need to put it in here. All right, so that's KY dash LA EIOR. You got an expensive name, sugar. First and foremost, you got LA in your name. LA is one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. And then you got Dior, one of the most expensive cologne, bag, clothing name brand. And then you got Daniels. Now, you a rich one. You a rich one. I'm speaking into your existence as I'm speaking. And you're born on the 9th of December, 1998. And you're born at 8:25 p.m. Born Brooklyn, New York. All right. Let's take a look. So your rising sign is Leo, just like mine. Pretty good. I could probably see it in your picture, so to speak. Let me go to the screen so we can look at it. All right. So if you're here, you didn't give me your questions. So I'm typing you now to ask to see what is your questions. All right. So if you're watching, I am here. All right. I'll say. Okay. Don't tell me go and then you call me while. Let's see who we gonna move from. We're gonna move to. Okay, it's going up. Let's go to. Who sent me a message? You gotta send me a message when you send your money. All right, send me a message when you send your money. Don't just send your money. You are. You'll excuse any noise in the background. I am not. Oh, a meek star? Is that you? Oh, okay. Okay, let's take a look. So you send, I think Shalanda sent a message. So where's the messages? I don't see. All right. Come on now. I need to see your questions. All right, so we got, I think Shalanda sent money. We got Tatiana Johnson, Tonica, Kayla Daniels, and I think this is Shalanda. All right, we got Tiffany. Y'all send your questions, so I won't be just having your names up here, because y'all got me like just waiting for y'all to say something. All right, let's have a conversation about my post, I guess, until these people are ready and send their questions. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Come on now. I'm just waiting on you. All right, so y'all got any questions about like my post, what I posted the other day or yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. How y'all feel about the rising signs that I posted? You know, I like to keep it a buck. I really didn't go all in. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, we have people who's talking this whole time. Sorry. Yes, I have them in the inbox from the last time. So send me a message, Shalanda, Shante, because the reason why is because in the daytime, I have over like 200. Okay, I see it. I have like over 300 people message me a day, 300 to 400 people. So just let me know. Okay, thank you. So let me get to your chart and we could do your questions real quick. All right. All right. Let's go. Shalanda. Shante. So we're going to start with the Shalanda. 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 Oh, you're born 83. Okay, I see it. 10:16 a.m. All right, so this is your chart. You are an Aries rising. And your question is, at what age range in my life will I be the most financially secure? Oh, okay. Let's take a look at that. We're going to have a conversation about this, okay, Shalanda? Because your second house, right, which is the signifactor of money, assets, finances. You have Taurus there, you have Chiron there. So there's really, you have like it's going to be a little rough. When it comes to that, is because you can manifest those things, but some apparent reason, money just happens to just slip out of your hand. And it's always mostly because your Venus, which is the ruler of your second house, is in Pisces and is sitting in the 12th house, which means that one of your undoingness is, it sounds crazy, and I don't want to take this the wrong way, but it's showing that you're a little too nice with your money, meaning that you don't know how to create boundaries. You don't know how to create boundaries when it comes to spending money. All right. Because of this, it shows that you could have been scammed by a dude at one point, meaning, trying to help him in some way, and it didn't pan out. You basically, could have been the sucker for sad stories. I got to take a look at your progress chart to see exactly what it's looking like. So I'm going to progress this chart for you. And let's see. So in your progress chart, you are a Gemini rising. Ain't that coincidental? I just made a post about Gemini risings. All right. In your second house, you have Cancer here. And that means you need to go with the flow of the moon. Wherever the moon is, the sign it's in, you need to focus on to make yourself financially stable. And you have your moon is in Gemini in the first house. So in order for you to really, really be like financially stable, you have to sort of go into marketing and marketing yourself. You see, the first house is the house of self. And when the ruler of the second house, which is money, is sitting in the first, that means the only way that you are going to make more money and be stable is to apply yourself, to be more educated in a field, take a course, a class, whatever that may be. And also, to market yourself, whatever field that you're in, you need to push yourself more. So the only person stopping you from being financially stable is you. You're empty, which is here, is conjunct Black Moon Lilith in the 9th house of Aquarius, which means that Aquarius is ruled by this planet Uranus conjunct Jupiter. And it shows that you need to use social media. Be the witch that you are. Stop holding back yourself. The only way that you're going to do it is by marketing yourself. Only way. You need to push yourself more on social media, according to this. Now, your second question is, what state in the U.S. Yeah. What state in the U.S. can I move to and be most beneficial? Try like that, please. And what state in the U.S. can I move to and it be most beneficial for me to thrive in my purpose? That's a good question. That's a good question, Shalanda. So we got to go into your map, your chart. Let's try to go into your map. All right. To thrive in your purpose. All right, Shalanda, you asking these really good questions. I can't even be upset with this. You asking them things. All right, so I have to put your information here. So give me a second. Going into my other software so I could put your stuff up. So Shalanda, you are born February 7, 1983. Let me put that here. February 7th, 1983. Oh, I didn't want to know, but thank you. Also, 10:16 a.m. Yeah, this is how much stuff you got to put in. And then you were born in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit. Shit. All right, let me save this. Let me stop sharing. I'm gonna go to other, so y'all gonna be able to see what I'm looking at. You feel me? All right. Share my screen. Share, go. All right. So let's take a look at your map. We're gonna look at the matrix horizons astro map. And you want to know in the United States of America where you can thrive. Okay. These states right here. That's Houston. That's Dallas. These states right here, the Sun, Mercury, where Venus is, also. Now, where Mars and Saturn is where you can find that you experience the most hardship. As you can see, let me close in. Oh. Ohio is definitely not a place for you. That's one of the roughest places you've ever experienced. So I would say in Texas. Texas would be one place. And take a look here. Las Vegas would be great for you when it comes to money, assets, finances. Let me add in your North Node. So let's add in a particular. Let me add in North Node because you did ask about purpose. So let's take a look where your North Node line would be. And your North Node line is not even. Is there? Okay. So this is your North Node line. It's not really hitting anywhere in the United States. But your Venus line is literally running through. I think this is Utah, but definitely Las Vegas. Las Vegas and Oklahoma are areas that you could actually thrive in. All right. And those are really closest to what you'll enjoy. All right. That's that question. Let's go to another one of your questions. And another one of your questions is, what challenges, obstacles are coming up the remainder of this year? Let's go. And let's take a look at doing know more about this year. So let's look at your return chart. We're gonna do conjunctions. We're gonna do the solar return. February 24th to next year, February 25th. So let's take a look. Let me cast a chart. Oh, I gotta select one. Let me cast a chart. And hey, the rest of the year. Okay, so first and foremost, financially, your North Node and your Chiron is sitting conjunct each other in Aries. And your Mars will be dictated. Okay, so Mars, 11th house. And what I'm seeing is that one of your friends who either work for the government, is associated with the government, is going to need your help financially. They're going to approach you about helping them in some way, form, or fashion. I also see Jupiter in Taurus, 3rd house. Where's your Venus? In Capricorn. I also see, based upon this, where's your Saturn? Saturn is right here in Pisces. I also see, based upon this chart, that my Venus, Pisces, Venus, and Capricorn. If you do have a vehicle, something really strange could happen to it for you out of nowhere, according to this. But it's also going to be something beneficial for you because you're going to get a better one if you do have a car, that is. Okay. In the love life area, it's going to be a little dry. It's going to be a little dry, but you're going to have a lot of approaches also from social media about relationships. But because, your moon, which is the rule of your 5th house in this chart, is in Capricorn, we look for Saturn. Saturn's in Pisces. As in the 1st house, these potential people may seem to be too good to be true. All right. And you go meet them on social media, it's going to be like a match. You're going to feel real confident that it's also going to be like a woman who's in the business of reading. It's either your friend now, befriending you, and where's Neptune? The Pisces too. She's going to give you also really strong reading, information, knowledge, whatever it is, that's going to help you throughout this year. Yeah. All right. Also, you're still going to be picky when it comes to relationships. Financial wise, I would say the only thing I can see with this is, just pushing yourself out there and allowing yourself to bring your business in social media. There's a strong potential of you actually becoming more financially stable with that. All right. That is your answer for that. So you said, so no Louisiana. So the question for you, Shalanda, is Louisiana will present almost the same thing as where you're at now. Wait, let me take a look again. Yeah, Louisiana doesn't really. It's just all right. You're just gonna be normal. It won't be nothing to brag about. You feel me? Like, watch. I'm gonna show you so you can see what I'm saying. Okay. So this is Louisiana right here. Okay. And you're close. Louisiana and Florida are closer to your Mars line, which, isn't all negative. It brings about, ambition and drive, but it still represents conflict and hard and where you got to put in work. And if you go Louisiana, it isn't so close. It's more close to the line that creates conflict. I do see, though, Texas will make you shine. It'll be informative and you connect with a lot of people. That's what I see here. But these right here, Las Vegas, San Diego, all the way up into Los Angeles, even close. All right. Thank you very much for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I appreciate you. I think the next person, Essence, Simone, you could send it through Messenger. Let me see the next person. Next person is Tonica. Where are you, Tonica? If you're here, let me know that you are here. All right. If you're here, let me know that you are here. And you can, in order to get a reading, you literally got to send $20 to my Cash App, Astro Einstein. Then you send your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, your real name, and a screenshot of your transaction. So we got Tatiana, Tonica, and we got Tiffany. We also have Carisa Buckner. But let's go with Tatiana Johnson. I hope you send me the message, Tatiana Johnson. Still looking for your information. I need your questions. All right. Oh, okay. I see you, Tonica. Who's first again? Sorry. We got Tonica. All right, Tonica. You're first before Tatiana. Let me try to get the phone to stay still. Sorry. So, Tonica, let me pull up your chart. And I can't remember how to spell your name. So you gotta tell me how to spell your name again. Is it La Tonica? Oh, it's Tonica. Can't remember. Either which way. Send your message and tell me how to spell it. Oh, it's Tonica. I got it. All right, let me share the screen. You'll be able to take a look. Everybody gonna see a chart. That's okay. Nobody can hurt you or harm you like the fearmongers like to say. What is my purpose in this life? Purpose in this lifetime? I think I answered this to you before, but I'm gonna answer it to you again. North Node in the first house. Okay. And North Node in the first house normally represents that the focus is on self. But with the North Node in the first house, Scorpio, that means you need to transform yourself. And this could be something to do with your physical body. Now, in order for me to get the understanding of this, I take a look at the ruler of Scorpio, which is Pluto. And your Pluto is in the sign of Libra in the 12th house of hidden things. And I would say that your purpose in this lifetime is to transform the way you love people. Transform the way you love people, but also to release any control that you may have. According to this, you may be a little bit stubborn in the way you love. Now, because Libra is ruled by Juno, and your Juno is in Capricorn, in Leo, in the 10th house, you can also be a little bit stubborn in the way you expect to receive love. But the only way, purpose for you're here for is to focus on yourself. In previous lifetimes, you focused too much on bringing wealth and financially taking care of your partner. In this lifetime now, you're here to focus on you and let partners take care of you. And also to transform the way you love people. Secondly, why the relationship between me and my mother's bad? Well, it's right here. Your moon is in the 6th house. What I look at is the Vesta, and your Vesta represents commitment to work, using work as compensation, dedication to accomplishing goals. Your mom's terrible relationship with you is so that you can be a better person to some degree. I know it sounds very cliche, but sure not. You also have Pallas Athena next to it. It shows approval seeking strategies of relating perpetual skills for the one willing or able to do things that will please another. And it shows that, according to this, that you are more focused on pleasing or getting the affirmation of your mom of your life. And maybe prior to this lifetime, because the moon is an indicator of previous lifetimes. And it shows that you are now here to be your own, give your own approval. You don't need her approval in this lifetime. This is the reason why. See, your moon, which represents the mom, is in Aries, that's conflict. And it's in the 6th house of criticism. So she gonna always criticize you or be just a nitpicker or just not gonna be, but there's a reason for that, so that you can not seek her approval or anybody's approval in this lifetime. And the last one is general. Well, I'm nosy, so I'm gonna take a look at your progress chart. See what's going on in the future with you right now. I mean, what's going on with you right now. Ooh. So your Mars, first thing that captured my thought was your Mars. Okay. Your Mars in the 7th house, which should be pushy when it comes to relationships. And in Gemini, that's the flip side of the coin. Both male and female. You're going to be approached by both male and females when it comes to relationship. That's what I see here. I see the energy of those females and males. And your Mercury, which is the ruler of your 7th house, is conjunct Pluto. This means that all you motherfuckers are toxic. All right? All you are, they're going to be toxic. Okay? I just want you to know that. But these are past life relationships. You're going to go through a period of toxic relationships for a bit, so you can release all of those past life traumas and let it go. Like seriously, letting it experience them and release them so you can feel lighter within the soul. If you don't, same cycle's going to be happening. All right. Thank you for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I appreciate you. All right. Next up is Tatiana Johnson. Then we got Tiffany Uella. Then Carisa Buckner. Then we got Essence. All right. So let's go to Tatiana Johnson. You put up your chart. A second, let me look for it. Okay, Tatiana, J-O-H-N-S-O-N, born March 28, 1990, born 3:45 p.m., Bronx, New York. Okay. So your first question for us is, what advice do my spirit guides or higher self have for me pertaining to my career path? Well, if you didn't know, I happen to be a spirit guide at the same time. So we're going to talk about your chart as a spirit guide to you, because spirit uses people in order to give you information who are aligned with their path, that is. All right, so the question you say, your career path. So your MC is in Gemini in your natal chart. So let's have a conversation. I hope you can, if you want to. There's Tatiana. I'm going to send you a link. All right. Have you to join me if you want to. So those who want to join me on this link, this is the description. I'm going to paste here. That's for YouTube. And let me paste to my Facebook. I'm going to paste to my Facebook. The link so you guys can come and join. It's not working. It's really just slow. So anyway, if somebody's there, you can let me put it there. Damn. Let me put it in the message. Paste. Come on, son. Paste. Okay. All right. If you feel need to come on, you can come on, take the link, get on here. Let's talk. All right. So Tatiana, answering your question when it comes to your career, and I'm gonna look at your progress chart to see what you got going on. All right. So let me progress your chart. First and foremost, your Mercury, your MC is in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Your Mercury is in Aries in the 8th house, which means that at some point you're supposed to be working for yourself. Your Mars is in Aquarius, so that means you need to be working for yourself in some capacity that's very eccentric, different, and unique. Okay. And that's definitely in the area of healing, and deep-seated healing. Whatever path that is for you, that's exactly what you need to be doing as a career path. Let's take a look at your progress chart and see what has changed. All right. And your MC is conjunct Jupiter, and it's in the 8th degree. You could also get in the area, the field of your moon is in the 11th house, Leo. You can get in the field of using social media as an inspiration. You can get creative and be a creator, and allow yourself to make money using social media based upon this. Okay. That's what Spirit is saying. But when I be in a committed relationship, okay, that has to do with transits. I'm going to select a wheel. We're going to use a bi-wheel, and then we're going to use today. Let me get the outer chart. Let me share the screen, by the way. Share my screen so you can be able to take a look. First of all, let me click this so y'all are not able to see my shit. Lord. Sorry. This laptop, this is going real slow. But okay. Let's look at the bi-wheel. We're going to use today's transits. You're asking when you going to find love. Ooh-wee. Now, when it comes to this, we have to take a look at what the 5th house ruler, because you normally find them in the dating state, and then you don't really focus on the 7th house. That's about long-term relationships. And your anti-vertex is at 16 degrees, 19 degrees. The Juno is in your 12th house. So it seems as if your partner could either be working in a hospital, a prison or asylum, or maybe in jail. I know it sounds crazy, but they could be of service. They could be in the healing profession, maybe a doctor or somebody who is in the service field when it comes to health. But all of these is showing, when it comes to when will you be in a committed relationship, your Mars is Mars is transiting your 7th house. And it shows that your North Node, which is in retrograde, I would give it 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's auto animate. Oh, I can't auto animate this chart. Outer chart. Shit. Anyway, it's showing that possibly that this could happen within 3 years, 2 years. Let me see, 13 node. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years from now. All right. A year and a half, 2 years from now, this could possibly happen. Just give it some time. Be patient with yourself. According to this, with your Mars in your 7th house, you could find yourself being a little more impatient when it comes to wanting your long-term partner. Which one of my spiritual gifts should I be focused on? Okay, so let's get out of that and let's go into your natal chart. So your spiritual gifts should you be focused on. You sure you have a pretty solid sense of humor. You have Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius, conjunct your North Node. What you need to use your spiritual gifts is your ability, your magnetism to draw people. You're also a healer. According to this, another gift that you have is the gift of speaking, meaning you are able to discern. You are able to impact people based upon your words. Maybe the reason why you need to use social media and why your progress chart is showing that moon in a certain place. You also have Jupiter conjunct your Juno, your Chiron, and the 11th house. One of your gifts is being nurturing and caring for people, especially your friends and associates. I see that here as well. And you have a good mixture of your Juno being in the 3rd house, so you can be able to communicate diplomatically things that are very deep and profound in people's lives. You also have the gift of mediumship. Okay? That's another gift that you can focus on and use for the best of your abilities, your talent and skill, because you may feel as if you don't have it based upon Neptune being there. And Saturn, Uranus, you have the gift of business, being serious, being committed. Your Neptune there, which also is a sort of a musical placement. And then Uranus is there, which represents being able to be indifferent, even when coming or being very business-like. And those are your spiritual gifts. I want to thank you for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I appreciate you. All right. Next up, let's see what we got here. All right. We got Tiffany. Tiffany, you're next. And then we got Carisa. So let's go, Tiffany. First question. Let me go for your chart.
What the hell? What happened? What happened? What I do?
All right. Tiffany, pulling up your chart. We want to know the best place for you to live. Let me go to your another chart. Let me share the screen. And we got a few. Yaomi, Yaomi, and we got Essence. Y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna bring y'all on in a minute. Okay, what is your time? I like talking to people. I like when y'all come on live. We be having some fun. You feel me? All right, so let's go. So for you, Tiffany, I'm gonna pull up your map. Oh, this is not your map. Sorry. Is it? No, that's not your map. Let's close that out and let's pull up your map for you. Best place to live. 2, when's the best time to move? 3, tell me something I may need to know that's going to affect my life long term. But you coming with listen, Tiffany, you is coming with the questions. You ain't playing today. You like, I want to know. Okay. Best place for you to live. You got Jupiter conjunct Sun. That's running through Alaska. I know you're like, not Alaska, please, Astro. Not Alaska, please. You also got your Venus line, your IC line, and your Venus line. So your IC and North node having to do like with your home and purpose. And you got your Moon and your IC line right here. It's going to make you feel like home. But when it comes to your Sun and Jupiter line, it's running through San Francisco, San Jose, and Santa Cruz. The best place for you to live is on the west coast of the United States of America. Okay, if you were to choose to move in the United States, that is where I see is the best potential place. Next, tell me something. Oh, sorry. When is the best time to move? Man, you ain't playing with me today. You ain't playing with me today. You like, give me a talk, give me all extra. The best time for you to move. So we're gonna use a wheel by wheel, and we're gonna use today. Go with the outer. Yeah, this is how complex astrology is, y'all. It ain't no walk in the park. This is June. Lord, I should have got a better date. Anyway, we'll go with June 6th. Best possible time for you to move. We have to take a look at the IC. Now what the IC got going on. You look at the ruler of your 4th house. And by looking at it, which is Saturn. And on the outer here, you have Saturn in the 6th house, transiting your 6th house. Wait a minute. Let's get your progress chart. Let's get your progress chart, Tiffany. That's what we'll do. All right. Let's get into your progress chart and let's see. Oh, that's how I spelled Tiffany. My bad. Just gonna give me a better understanding of when you need to move. All right. Based upon this, your progress chart, the ruler of your 4th house and your IC is Uranus. And Uranus is sitting in your 7th house. And you just had Pluto that entered into your 4th house. You done been supposed to move. According to this, you've been supposed to move. Anytime between now and the rest of your life, you need to get it cracking as of now. As it pertains to your long-term life, I'm going to close this to your natal chart. And let me say this to you. First and foremost, the sun in the sixth house may present, especially in the sign of Pisces, dementia. You also have Mercury in Pisces, and it's sitting inside your sixth house. This could possibly lead to psychosomatic illnesses. Stay away from hard drugs because you're going to be in a mental institution if you do mess around with anything that's drugs. And according to this, you could also have cirrhosis of the liver if you drink too much alcohol. Your body is sensitive. And if I was you, maybe a cup of wine, maybe a drink, not get into hard drugs because your mental is going to deteriorate. According to this, dementia and mental illnesses run inside your family. And it can be triggered off by any of those things if you take them into excess. That's what I see here. I want to thank you for giving me that guide during this lifetime. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. We're going to move on to my next one, which is my friend here. She's been waiting. Wait. First and foremost, let me see who this is first before I bring you on, Acid. I think this is Carisa Haley. Let's see. Okay, I got it. Hello? Yaomi?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name? Did you
Anastasia. That's my real name.
Anastasia,
I
did
think you know
you?
me. Yeah, you already know me.
Okay. Yaomi. I'm trying to figure out, did you send
No, actually, I was about to ask you, I can't send the payment through Cash App, so I wanted to do it in the third way.
Okay. All right. How do you want to do it?
PayPal?
Okay. I mean, then I don't have PayPal.
You don't have?
No, I don't have PayPal. PayPal, they said that the way that I make my money is, well, it is not somebody who was really working against me. They went in and
Or report it or something?
yeah, they scammed me. PayPal closed their accounts with me with thousands
Yeah.
of dollars. And I'd rather not mess with PayPal. PayPal is a scam.
Is there
And
any other way I can transfer the money?
well, you could book a reading. This one I
Yeah.
know is 3 questions, but the reading, you can book a reading. I will try to open up my book. What you can do is you can message me on either Facebook or Instagram.
I was supposed to book a reading, but I had issues with the payment.
Okay, you
That's
mean
the thing with me.
even on the website? So on the website,
I did
you can
I
actually,
did message you last time about the chart of, someone.
yeah.
We still need to hold on, let me send you a message so you can know who you're talking to. Maybe that's
All right. But what I want you to do is you could book from my website. You could book
yeah.
a natal, not a natal chart, a soul report, and I'll do a reading with that. You just message me and I know that you made that
Um
payment. All right. And we'll schedule up another time instead of being here.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we
All
can do
right.
that.
Cool. No problem.
All right.
All right. Let me add Essence. We got Carlisa Buckner.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
Well, is this your first time on my live?
Yes, it is.
All right, cool. That's excellent. I take it that you follow me on Facebook.
Yes.
All right. Sounds like fun. I thought you on my Facebook. I just want you to know I'm being serious today. Is because I had too much shit talking yesterday, so I got to talk straight today. I got to be like more professional with a little bit of shit, just a little bit. just a little bit. Your question, you sent it to my messenger, right?
Correct.
I don't need that anymore because I got you on this line. All I needed was your date of birth, time, birth, place of birth, and you could be able to just answer the questions. Ask the questions. Let me just put your stuff up. Let me put your stuff in the information. So your real name is Essence what?
So yeah. So
Is that your real
Essence
name?
William, that is my real name. Simone's my middle name, and then my last name is Williams Hammond. I got a lot, a lot of names.
Are you married?
No, my parents couldn't decide which last name to give me.
You said Williams?
Yep. So Williams, plural, and then hyphen HAMMOND.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right. And your date of birth is the 6th of September, 1991, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you were born 12:45 a.m.
Correct.
And city you're born was Minneapolis.
Yes.
Is that where you live now?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. All right. So what question you got for me? Oh,
Okay,
and
so
you were Cancer rising. Okay.
yeah, so I guess I want to know like what my life purpose is or like my gifts, like, and how do I act on them? I think that's where I'm having the difficulty is it's like I just don't, I guess it's the fear that's stopping me on acting. Like, where do I go? What do I do?
Okay. I got you. So I'm going to pull up your chart so you can be able to look at it at the same time as I'm looking at it. And yeah, because you said, what is my soul purpose and how do I the best I act on it? All right. So the North Node is like the indication of your soul purpose. And your earth, which is opposite to your sun, is your earthly purpose.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to start before I go into your soul purpose and tell you what your earthly purpose is.
Okay.
Earthly purpose is because your sun, your earth will be at 16 degrees in Pisces. Your earthly purpose is to be a spiritual teacher. Your earthly purpose is to be a psychic and information where information comes through you. Is either that or an artist, musician, or anything dealing with Piscean energy. That's your earthly purpose here, is to be a sort of a guru in that nature. Now, your soul purpose is a little different. Your soul purpose is to be in a stable relationship and being married.
Okay.
Are you in a relationship now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's pretty stable, I guess. It's like
It's
4
pretty
years.
stable.
Yeah,
How long have you guys been together?
for 4 years.
Right. According to this, now looking at your North Node and your Uranus conjunct your descendant and your Neptune is conjunct your Juno in Capricorn, you're supposed to thrive in this relationship and not necessarily have it to be the most traditional way. It's supposed to be sort of traditional, but there's some traditional elements that are going to be missing from it.
Mhm.
All right. You looking to get married?
I want to.
But what? What happened? What's the matter with him?
I don't know. I think he has different views on marriage.
The reason why I say that is because according to this, if you get married, you're going to be divorced. So what's the sense in being married? You may be rushing his mind to marry him. And then within 3 to 5 years, y'all going to be divorced. I'm just saying, I'm telling you based upon the chart.
Yeah, I could believe
All
it.
right. So your purpose in this lifetime is to be somebody's wife, but not in a traditional way, and to be selfless. Because according to your chart, you were more selfish in a previous lifetime.
Mm.
You're more focused on yourself and your side of the family, meaning your mom and your family side that you were grown up in. But in this one over here, you're supposed to be focused on your partnership, that who you're with. Now, that may seem easy because everybody wants to be in a committed relationship, but according to your chart, it's going to be a little rough because you got Pluto in the 5th house, so you don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
You investigate it. You go through the man's phone. You go through to make sure his email. You need to just cut it. You know you're calling your chart is showing that you're toxic.
Ooh, I'm toxic.
Yeah, toxic. You already know this. Why you
Sometimes I
playing?
can be. Sometimes.
You know what's the crazy part about it? Most people be like, sometimes. No, according to this, you don't trust. You desire the affection of your partner all the time. That is toxic.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think you're toxic because people make it seem as if that's normal to be up in your partner's face or want to be at their attention 24/7. That is not normal.
Right.
That is toxic. That is toxic stuff. Do you get that?
You're right.
And your
You're
chart
right.
shows that one of your toxic energy is you have entitlement. You feel entitled.
Yeah. Okay. You're reading me today.
You didn't pay me to fake with you. I got more to say, but I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
So your purpose is to really thrive in this relationship without displaying those toxic traits. Because if you do continue to do that, those 4 years is going to be 5 years and then you end. Just want you to know that. All right. So your second question is, how do I best find my tribe or soul sisterhood? Okay. So we're going to take a look at your 11th house, which represents friends, associates, right? And you have on your 11th house, but this is the ascendant, this 11, this 10, this 11. You can find your soul sisterhood with Venus, Mercury. All right, so just take a look at going into different restaurants. You know, it's showing that somehow that you and your soul sisterhood or tribe are basically connected through the things that you enjoy. So the only way that you're going to enjoy or find these people is to go into groups that enjoy the same things that you enjoy. I know it sounds very, very regular and normal. It sounds like but it's exactly like the things that you enjoy the most, like your most pleasurable stuff that you enjoy. These women are going to be right there. The reason why I say that is because the rule of your 11th house, all right, which is Venus, is conjunct Saturn, right? All right. And I want to share the screen itself so you can look at the screen so you can see the interpretation of what I'm trying to say to you. Okay. Share the whole screen. Entire screen. Share. And let's go. All right. You see this thing right here? So Venus, the 11th house rules friends and associate groups. And you have your Venus, Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And your Venus is conjunct Mercury, which represents circles, right? Different connections.
Right.
And your Venus also conjunct Sapo. Look what Sapo says. Friends, bonding, feeling close to or the same as others, kindred spirit, having things in common, artistic interest, shops, galleries, Sapo pairs. All right. So when it comes to this, like I said, you literally gotta find things that you're creative about, that you enjoy, that you're pleasurable about, in order for you to find your friends and circle of friends. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Your next question: what is my biggest challenge to heal in this lifetime? Your biggest challenge to heal in this lifetime. First of all, you got any kids?
Yes, 2.
How much kids do you have? 2? Okay. There's 2 things. And as a Cancer rising, one thing you don't have to worry about is you is a goat in the bed. According to this. And excuse my language, you also have a tight coochie according to this chart. Just saying, that's those things. But the thing is, though, there is a problem. And one of those problems is that you can develop areas when it comes to those areas. And if you get where I'm coming from, your sexual organs, according to this, you could also need to heal your ego.
Okay.
According to this, your sense of entitlement and your ego. That's one of the things emotionally and spiritually that you have to heal. And also your guilt of your past.
Yeah, that makes
All
sense.
right. It's literally showing with Saturn being in your 8th house and Aquarius and Pluto being in your 5th house. This also has to do with your guilt, dealing with what you've done prior to your 4-year relationship, or even while it's being in that 4-year relationship, is what you have to release and leave. All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for choosing me.
Of course.
Thank you for coming on too. You're very brave. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Have a great one.
All right, no problem. All right. Let's take a look. Now we got Carisa Haley. If you're open, Carisa, I'd like for you to come through. Come through if you feel the need to come on my live. The link is there. But let me put up your chart. Okay. All right. CARLYSSABUCKNOR. And you're born April 8th, 1990. What it is with these 1990 people? Excuse me. 6:12 p.m. And you were born Key West. And if you're not willing to come on, oh, you say you come on? Carlisa? Is that you? All right, let me paste this again. You can join my StreamYard right here. And the link is on my Facebook as well. Just join. All right. All right. So one of your questions is, Carlisa, I'm going to call you on this phone here. Let's have a conversation on this. We're going to be able to hear you, okay? So this is me calling you on my cell phone.
Okay.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was a struggle trying to get on, huh?
I don't know if I'm not pressing something.
It's all right. It's cool. I got your chart, and I think your questions are, what should I be focused on in my business to increase success? Should I start more spiritual work reading? Is this a good time to divorce? You try to leave that nigga?
Well, it's been a long time. But I've been having struggles with getting the process actually done. So, yeah.
You know, why are you divorcing that man?
Oh, no. We can't. First of all, you want me to give you the rundown?
You better tell me. I'm listening. I'm trying to figure this out. Why?
First of all, he's narcissistic. I have gone through the whole process of thoroughly trusting my soul's journey, and yeah, we needed that time. We did what we did, and now it's time. My journey is taking me on.
Okay. He's narcissistic. You ain't telling me nothing other than he's narcissistic. I need to hear what the man has done. It's okay. He ain't listening. He don't follow me on Facebook. Men don't follow me much on here.
No, he's not. I'm not concerned about that. So let's see. Well, it's really been just a lifetime worth of me trying to figure out what was wrong. Like, there was times when it felt like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And then there's times when it just was horrible and I'm not understanding
what's going on.
Why and I went down this whole rabbit hole of trying to figure it out, and I had this epiphany. I went on a fast and just was like, all right, God, you gotta tell me. And that's what I got. I had stripped everything away. It was during COVID. I went on nature walks every day, no phone, no nothing. Me, nature, God. And I heard it plain as day. Narcissism. Went home, started Googling. He, every checklist that is that you can check for narcissism, he had everything.
Okay. Well, I believe
And
that I believe that
I could understand.
if you did your research, because most people use that term narcissistic and don't know what it really means. They don't know if it means.
Oh, no,
but
yeah.
I feel you. I get you. Now,
I because I was like, I can't leave this marriage because on the surface it seemed as though everything was in line. We were the perfect family. He was a good provider. We had good intimacy. Everything checked off. But there were those intimate times where I just was like, I don't feel good in this relationship. Like, I don't, what was that about? Or what, like those moments when we weren't the perfect picture, what was that? You know what I mean?
Okay. Now
it was like total opposite.
Now, Carisa, I think I made a post about Virgo risings, and you're Virgo rising. I think I made it. I don't know if you saw it on my Facebook, but most people who are Virgo risings, once they're married, if that person isn't on the spiritual journey with them, and if it's not somebody who you got to rescue, you will leave that person. You basically, if you look at your chart, you almost all Virgo risings. It's because Pisces is sitting on your 7th house of long-term relationships is the fact that you need somebody to adore. You need somebody to admire. And even though he may be a provider or so-and-so, there is this thing about I could do better with almost all Pisces risings, I mean Virgo risings. And it's not a fault of yours. It's just the fact that there's an idealistic view of marriage and how it's supposed to be that you also may have. I'm not saying that he is not narcissistic. I'm saying also, because according to your chart, you do have a controlling husband. If you look at Pluto, your Pluto is conjunct dark Lilith, and it's, well, not necessarily, but it's conjunct your Juno, which means that your partner or marriage partner is controlling. So I do see the narcissistic trait based in your chart, but it also shows that you have an idealistic view of how your relationship should be. You looking to get married again?
Yes. No. Okay, so I don't want the legal, traditional way like how I did the first time, but I do want a life partner.
Okay, and that's understood. I totally get it. I wish I could tell you something different. According to this, I see why you're very passionate around it. You have Pluto, Venus, Pluto midpoint conjunct Uranus. And that's normally indication that at some point you're gonna change that relationship too.
I'm gonna change the relationship, you say?
Even when you get that life partner, that person have to be in the same spiritual lane, the same going forward.
Yes.
In order for you, according to your chart, you are going to leave that person behind and see.
Yeah, so that's how I feel. I feel like this is like trying to put a watermelon through a needle.
Yeah, that is.
Like, I'm like, damn, you're not gonna be able to find somebody with these type of. But I'm open. I'm optimistic about it. But it seems like it's a tight one.
Okay.
It does.
All right. Yeah. Would you say that you are also very argumentative as well?
Argumentative, that's challenging. Do I have a strong opinion? Yes. But
Okay.
because I've had so much of a narcissistic abuse type of upbringing, I'm kind of I have a tendency to be codependent and just kind of not argue. Even though I might rebel inside, I might argue and kind of rebel against inside. I might not do it outwardly, but I feel like I've changed so much going through this process of separation that I don't think I will be able to do that going forward in the next relationship. To be so submissive, I should say. I wouldn't say I would want to be argumentative, but I value more of my opinion than I used to.
Okay, the reason why I asked that is because you see your South Node is sitting in Leo, and just like my friend who was on the call earlier, you also have the need to a sense of entitlement of somebody's time and energy. You also have that same thing about need that attention and affection from your partner, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's just that when you take it overboard and feel like if you're entitled to it, entitlement ruins all relationships. Entitlement ruins all relationships. I don't know why we go into that thing of, yeah, I'm entitled. No matter even if you're married. Listen, these legal terms and these terms, religious terms, do not disturb the fact that you are a human being in a matrix where you have a programming before you came here that does not fit in that regular box of what marriage is supposed to be like. And also, based upon your chart, needing that attention and that sort of thing is a past life thing. You need to learn how to be for the greater good, because your North Node is in Aquarius, which represents the greater good, and it's sitting in your 6th house, and it's conjunct widely Mars. So I would say going in action when it's come to detachment. And one of the things you need to learn how to do is just to be detached. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
All right. And as also you're a medium too. Your sun is in the 8th house, and you got Tauro there, you got Vesta there. Your sacred work has to do with helping people to dig deep and understand themselves. It has to do with self transformation, is what you're literally called to do at some point in this life. And also at some point you have to create courses that's going to help people to do that. All right. So you asked, did you do more spiritual work readings? Yes, that is what your sacred work. You should. Is it a good time for the divorce? Let's take a look. Oh yeah. You're gonna come out real good. If you don't do it before, according to this, you're gonna come out real solid. He gonna have to pay you. Your 7th house has Taurus on it, which represents money, assets, finances. You also have Mercury there, okay? But what I see is Toro conjunct Sun and his Palestine conjunct each other. Yes, go. If you don't do it now, listen, sugar. 7 years from now, 8 years from now, if you continue to let it just slide, you're gonna miss that window of opportunity, and you're gonna be real upset with yourself.
Okay.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I appreciate you. Thank you for choosing me.
Thank you. This is my first time actually getting on with you, so I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and best of luck with your readings as well, because according to this, you're truly gifted. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, your Pluto is sitting in the 3rd house like me, which means that when you speak, people are going to listen.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy your day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's see who's next. I can tell you. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I think Lee. I think this person, I gotta definitely do her on. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Lee. Let me call you. There's another person I have to do. All right, what's going on, y'all? Sorry, let me stop sharing. Say the great debater.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. You finally get a chance to get your questions out, right? Wait. Didn't you get a money report? That's what you got, right?
That's what I gave the $20 for. Yep.
Did you get your money report?
I have not.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is because I sent your information to my software, and it's supposed to like calculate. It takes a while to calculate it, and then it sends it out. So what I'm gonna do is when I come off this call, I'm gonna send you your money report. Thank you for reminding me, though.
Okay, I appreciate it so much.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. That's one person who slipped through the crack. And a lot of those that be slipping. All right, so Miss Glasper, I think you're next. Ashley, damn, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, y'all is loading me up today. All right, Ashley Glasper. We got Mr. Green. We got Stephanie Stewart, Ray B, K Monroe, which is for Carolyn Robinson. All right, Ashley Glasper, we got you. Let me put your chart up. All right, 1 second. All right, so your full name is Ashley Glasper. Ashley, Glasper. Your date of birth is the 6th of September, 1994. And your time of birth is 3:13 p.m. And you were born Charleston, South Carolina. All right, Ashley, are you open to coming on my live? I sent the link on my Facebook Messenger. Just join with me. I want to have a call. You know what? Let me call you from here. So I'm gonna call you. Don't worry, only me can see you. All right. So I'm calling you on Messenger. Hey, Ashley. Hello. I can't hear a word you say. If you're on, I can't hear you. Let's try it again.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's good?
I have to turn you off on my computer. Hold on. Let me turn you down on my computer. Okay.
All right. So Miss Glasper, I think let me try to get your questions. I think your question is, when should I consider having kids? How old are you?
I'm 29. Turn 30 in September.
Are you married?
Not for love.
You say not for love.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I'm in a relationship that is for love. If that.
You're in a okay, so you're in a relationship for love, but you're in a marriage not for love, correct?
Yes.
It's complicated, is what you really want to say.
Yeah.
I just love human beings. We're so versatile. We just do what the fuck we want to do sometimes. We just do what the fuck we want to do. You see what I'm saying? Listen, Sugar, you're free to love who you want to love. There's nobody placing, there's no police, there's no love police around in this world. Okay? Now, there may be organizations that make you feel as if you can't love more than one person, but you can love whoever you want to love, Sugar. That's not a problem with me. As you can see, that's the way that I live my life. I try to live my life as authentic as possible. I wasn't living as authentic as I should have a long time ago, but I am now, and I feel really, really refreshed. So when should I consider having kids is a question. And okay, so let me look at your progress chart. Let me see. I think I did a progress chart for you in 2022. Yeah, I haven't done you. We haven't done this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people be disappearing on me and then coming back. When they got serious decisions to make, they be like, hold on now. Let me get that nigga on the phone. It's cool though, it's cool. You're asking if it's when is a great time? It's now. Let me pull this chart up so you can see the screen. Yeah, but you're married for not for love, and you in a relationship for love. So it's gonna be a little rough.
It's gonna be over soon.
You said the marriage's gonna be over soon?
Yeah, legally, like paperwork and stuff, you know.
Ah, you did it just to help somebody.
Yeah. Oh, you see that?
Listen, all right. There's something about sometimes about the Sagittarius rising. Sometimes they, yeah. Sometimes it's for different reasons. You know what I mean? And for court, for reasons, if you want to put it like that. Yeah. See, the reason how I know is that because the ruler of your 7th house is sitting in the 11th house in Libra, which meaning a marriage that's detached. And a marriage that's detached has to do with a step husband. You got yourself a step husband.
A step person?
A step husband.
Step person?
Step. Yeah, you got a step husband, sugar. That's normally an indication whenever I see the 11th house, the 7th house ruler sitting in the 11th house, that's sort of detached marriage, period, point blank. So that's what I normally see with that. Now, when you should have kids, your progress chart is showing that you can, that could be anytime soon. You have a window of 14 years. But sorry, not 14, 16 years between now and then, but not even that much.
Yeah.
But this is very much close because your IC, when it's conjunction south node, that's going to be, okay. So, so you've never been married. I mean, you never had kids. So what? You said, you've had kids?
No, I don't have kids.
Because according to this, according to your progress chart, your Venus is in Scorpio, and so is your North Node. And whenever I see the ruler of the 7th house, the 5th house is sitting in Scorpio, that means that you done send one or two back to where they came from.
No. I mean, spiritually, but not physically.
Yeah, well, whether it be a miscarriage or whether you know it or not, that's normally showing that. All right. So what I'd say for you is I would give yourself, well, Venus will be in Sagittarius in the 12th house, progressed maybe about between now and the next 2 years is a great time for you to have a child or children, like you said.
Okay.
All right. Last question. Is my new job as a leasing agent?
You skipped one of my questions.
What?
The second one.
Is my current relationship one that I should stay in? Because that's according to this, that's toxic, sugar. Even though you love that person, there's going to be either one of you. The moon is literally just entered into Scorpio, so even if he didn't display those toxic traits, it's going to start to become evident.
Makes sense.
All right, which means it was sweet before this moon was in Scorpio, which was probably a few months ago. It was pretty good. But this moon in Scorpio right here is the moon in Scorpio is in fall. It's not like being here. So you're gonna see this happening, the moon for the next 2.5 years. If y'all last 2.5 years, all that toxicity that's going to be happening, then you could possibly end up, stay with this person, and then, and even that is still going to be toxic. Damn. There's going to be jealousy, possessiveness, ownership. He going to try to control you. Going to try to control him. It's going to be messy. The only reason why I say that is because your moon is the ruler of your 7th house of long-term relationships. You see, even your short-term relationships it has Taurus on it. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Your Venus is in Scorpio. All right? Your 7th house ruler is the moon, because you have Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. Your moon is in Scorpio. See, your Juno, which represents like the long-term partner, is in Scorpio. Even your 6th house ruler is in Scorpio. The 12th house ruler, when the moon leaves this house and goes in this house, the ruler, is Jupiter, is in Scorpio. You in a time of releasing all of those toxic connections and toxic traits of you through your experiences. I know you don't like the sound of that, but it's going to be intense. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be some fun. You're going to have some fun things. You're going to be intense. You're going to just enjoy the person. All right? Enjoy it while it lasts. Because it's going to end.
You said it's going to end?
I give you guys 2.5 years props. If you make it past that, then it's going to be a different kind of toxicity. It may not be as loud, but it's going to be a different kind. Meaning, based upon this, there may be a baby that he may make whilst being with you, according to this.
Okay.
But you can't say I didn't say it, because you're probably going to be like, I love this thing. I don't give a fuck what Astro say. I'm just do what I got to do. I love it. And you're going to make it past the toxic stage, and then it's going to happen. But don't say I didn't tell you. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you for
my last question, Astro.
You got a last question? I thought I did. My new job as a leasing agent. 1. Can I be happy and successful in that? A leasing agent?
Yeah, like I lease out townhouses, like apartment people just for townhouses.
Okay, yeah. According to this, you do well. Your moon is in 10th house and is in Virgo, and it sort of represents Virgo represents management, working. Moon represents real estate, and the 10th house represents career. And it's short, and your sun and moon midpoint there is literally in the 10th house. So that means that you will do excellent. That will be a stable way of you continuously feeling fulfilled. All right. Even your 2nd house ruler is sitting in the 4th house in Pisces, which represents real estate. So you should continue with that. Stay with that. You're on the right path.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're very wait. Before you go. Okay, yeah, that's right. Never mind. All right. Enjoy your day. All right. I'm trying to knock y'all out. There's no more. Do not, I know this sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but do not send me any more money today. If you send me more money, you won't be getting a reading until tomorrow. Okay? No more money for now. More money. Let me say more money. But you won't be getting a reading until tomorrow. All right? All right. Ashley Glover, Mr. Green. Let me see if I see your messages here. Mr. Green. All right, I see you, and I see Raven, Honey, Ray, Simone. All right, Avery Green. All right, Mr. Green, I'm gonna put your chart up, and your name is Natal Avery Green. Date of birth, December 10th, 1976. And your time of birth is 10:36 p.m. And your city that you're born is Memphis, Tennessee. All right, Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. Now, Mr. Avery, I would like for you to come on my live. So I can't even call you. Hold on, let me see if I call you. Let me see if I call you, brother. I like talking. I like having communication with my reading. I don't just want to read to the air. You know what I mean? I know you listen to what I'm saying. This is me calling you now, Mr. Avery Green. How you doing, Mr. Green?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful.
Excellent. I'm excellent. This is Astro calling. Yeah, so I got you on my call here because I wanted you to come on my live, but I said I'll call you anyway because I like talking to people. I don't just like talking to the screen. You feel me? All right. So I think one of your questions is, and just out of curiosity, you know, I'm a little nosy because I like to know when I look at a chart, I like to put pieces together. How long have you been married?
About 5th year.
Your 5th?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations, man. That's a long time for a man.
Thank you, because these last 3 years been very weird. Man, I've been fighting these last 3 years. I've been, man, I'm going to another time, and like I see a narcissist tendency. I didn't know what gaslighting was, none of this stuff 3 years ago. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of weird stuff. But I think I still made it, but I'm kind of ready to, I love Pete too much. I know I love me like I do. And not accept the things going on. I don't know what's going on, but it might be me. I don't know.
You know, and that's good. That's accountability. All right. So I realized that, and this is no offense to you or my friend who was on who used the word narcissistic. Whenever I see there's a lot of Leo placements in a chart, that normally, you know, if there's some connection to another placement, would literally show in narcissistic tendencies. Okay. And I noticed that you did a little research on like your partner, or, you know, when it comes to the word narcissist and gaslighting. He called you that a lot, didn't she? Well, she was gaslighting you.
Yes.
All right, so just how many kids you got with her?
We planned to have junior, my first junior, but I have 4 kids total. She has 5 total because we got a blended family of 8, and I have 3 grandkids.
Okay, that's great, man.
Her together, we got junior.
Okay, all right. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on that. Your chart showing that, bro. You're psychic. According to this, you got the gift of dreams. According to this, shows that your dreams can be very, if they do come through, that they be very clear. If not, because you have Saturn there in the 12th house too, that sort of restricts it from you remembering the dreams. But if you do really balance your mind off, you're going to remember them very clearly, and it gives you prophetic information. I know that's not none of your questions, but I just wanted to put that out there. Your life purpose, you say, what is my purpose in this life? Your North Node is sitting in the sign of Scorpio in the 3rd house, is conjunct Uranus. And, you know, I would say that your purpose in this lifetime is to write. When I say write, I mean, according to your chart, you're supposed to, like, one of your purposes is just delving deep into esoteric information and knowledge to even study stuff like investigation, and also dealing with sex. Anything that's deep and mystical is something you're supposed to be devouring right now.
Wow.
I got a question for you. Is your wife like, is she deep into those sort of things?
No, she is. She don't. In 2019, I started meditating. I read the book, I started doing a lot of stuff on drones. I actually had a radio station in 2019 after the book. Somebody gave me a free one. But my wife wanted to entertain the meditation, won't entertain. None of them none of it. It's like but she says, her friend will say something about it. She says she's interested, but I mean, she won't go down and journey with me at all.
Because she don't want you to know who she is. That's too much information. Even though y'all have kids together, you probably know a little short bit. There's parts about her that she does not want you to know. This is your first marriage or second one?
First.
Oh, okay. Now, your Uranus, the reason why I asked that is because your Uranus is conjunct your Juno, and it's normally indication of divorce, either being detached from a marriage partner or divorce. Now, as a Virgo rising, you have Pisces on your 7th house. And like my friend who was here on earlier, it means that you over-idealize your partner. And even after a certain bit, you start to, that image that you had in your mind of who she is, the rose-colored glasses comes off, and you start to see the true person who she is after all of that lovey-dovey beginning of the relationship. And now that you're faced with the real her, you're going to want somebody else. That's just almost all Virgo risings go through that exact same thing after being married.
Wow. Man, that's what I made two right now, dog. And I was trying to see. I think I have intuition, and some of my head trying to fool me and not to act on it, but the stuff it seems like I get it, man. It signs real, like the stuff. I get a lot of confirmation on things that I've been thinking. Man, that's how I've been feeling exactly like this, real.
According to your chart, it shows that almost all Virgo risings have a lie detector built in their mind. They just know when somebody bullshitting them. And you can sort of tell when somebody's lying to you, especially if she tries to do that. I don't know if she does, but according to this, it's just showing that you already know what's going on. You got the gift, but you just overlook it for the idea of love. So that that purpose is to write, to study, and to develop more of the spiritual knowledge that you're delving into right now. According to this, your North Node is conjunct your Uranus, and this shows that you're supposed to be learning astrology. You're supposed to be at some point learning this to the point where you could be able to teach it.
I had the person who gave me the right session. She begged me to be a girl. She said she felt my energy. And she said I could teach you how to be. She like those years ago. But I didn't know how to matter what she gave me. She offered to out the food. She gave me after my cousin's funeral, and she just wanted to give me the session. And she said you need to be one of you. She said there's so many people that draw to you. That's what she did. And it's crazy. She said that you wow.
Yeah, well, it's showing that basically. But your chart also shows that you yourself have some narcissistic tendencies that's deep down on the inside. I said that because your moon is in Leo, it's conjunct your Saturn. So not only is she the one that's narcissistic, you also have narcissistic tendencies, but it's just so hidden deep inside of you that you are not able to discover it within yourself.
I think I know I am cocky. I mean, she said I'm the loser. I mean, when I start speaking affirmations, I am, and I know who I'm going to be. And she was like, well, I'm fooling myself. No, I think that's the nicest part of it.
True. I totally understand, man. But as men, I like to keep men accountable for who they are, as opposed to glossing and just going with that's a man, so I can't really, because that's what women do. But majority of women are just allow women to be delusional and not necessarily put her in a place. But men hold men accountable, and I'm holding you accountable to the fact that this may be something. And you say you understand it, you acknowledge it, and that's beautiful. Another thing is, you said, who are my spirit guides? First and foremost, your grandfather on your father's side and your grandmother on your father's side are both your spirit guides. Say it again. Where's your son? Your son is in the fourth house on your mom's side.
Wow. Those are my.
Is basically, it's definitely a grandmother or great grandmother, because according to Saturn being conjunct your moon and it's sitting in the 12th house, those are your spirit guides. That's who've been yeah, and there's also a guardian angel as well.
Guardian?
Yes.
That's not bad.
You have a guard. Yeah, yes. All right. What to do with you said, what should I do with your marriage? Like I said, the only thing I can answer you is say, at some point you guys are going to be separated. Just enjoy the moment as it comes. Do not try to force leaving if it happens. Just allow yourself to detach from your partner in a very respectable way, one that doesn't create chaos or so and so. But as it pertains to that, she may be able to change. And if you guys have a more detached, not so focusing on each other's faults, then you guys will be, because both of you may have an ideal in your mind of how you want the partner to be, and that's probably what is causing the rift between the both of you. All right. All right, man. Man. Thank you for choosing me to guide you in this lifetime. All right, we got a few more. Like I say, we got that's Mr. Green. We got Stephanie Stewart, Ray B, and Kay Monroe. All right, I see Raven Honey. Let me accept. So I'm gonna call you. Okay. We're gonna got a few more. Oh. Let me end. Okay. What am I doing? What the hell is going on? Lord have mercy. All right. All right. Sorry, let me just close this out because my phone is acting up, y'all. Sorry. What's going on, Meta? Y'all, my Facebook is acting up, so I gotta go to my next phone. Sorry, y'all. Just like I said, there's no more readings. Don't send me no money unless you want to do your readings tomorrow. All right, let me call you back, Raven.
How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. And yourself?
I'm doing well.
That's what's up. All right. Raven. Raven it is?
Yes.
Okay, Raven. Nice to meet you. This is your first time on my live, isn't it?
Yes, this is my first time.
I got to leave a good impression on you then.
Yes, indeed.
So your real name is Raven Simone Josie Burks.
Yes.
All right, why? Yeah, that's a lot. I don't even have space to put. Let me try to put it on my shit because I don't know if it's gonna fit.
You can just use Simone.
All right, so your date of birth is the 30th of April,
Yes.
1997, and you were born at 1:10 p.m. And you were born Americus, Georgia.
Yes.
I didn't even know there was a place called Americus.
Small town.
Oh, it's a small town. How much people live there?
Oh, I want to say approximately, I just guesstimate probably 5,000 to 10,000.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's a small town, I guess. You were Leo rising.
Yes.
All right. So your questions is, will my dreams be restored? And what do you mean by will your dreams be restored?
Like when I was younger, I could have vivid dreams, and then to one day, the dreams just vanished.
Do you smoke weed?
Say again?
Do you smoke weed?
Yes.
How often do you smoke weed?
I just started back. I stopped for 2 weeks, and I can say morning, noon, and night.
You looking to have dreams, but you looking to smoke morning, noon, and night. It's not gonna happen.
Right. I slowed down because I was like, I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm moving away from it.
No, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that you smoke. It must make sure it's not anything that's harmful like nicotine or any of those brain damaging chemicals. But like the black and milds and all the other dumb shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. All right. That's the reason why you're not dreaming as much. The first and foremost is because you really dream when you're an overthinker. Overthinkers dream. People who do not live in the present, they dream because they're more focused on the past and the future. And because they're missing out on information that's directly in front of them, they do not get a chance to see that thing, and their subconscious mind sort of puts it back to them in the form of a dream that they have to interpret. Does it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. So that means that the more you smoke, the more you're present. And the more you're present, the more you're able to get this information whilst you're in real time. You may want things about the future, but dreams only happen when it's something you've missed and you need to get the information about. You're probably moving in your intuition more than you know.
Yeah, and that's I've always been alert as a child. I started talking at 6 months, and everything around me I've always been in tune with it. So I never that makes so much sense now because it's like I never was an overthinker. I always was present.
Right, and that's the reason why I don't mostly have dreams because I'm always present. When I have a dream, it's because I probably was overthinking for 2-3 days back to back to back to back. Other than that, I don't dream. I travel during the night. All right. So, and you possibly do the same thing too. Your second question is, what is my purpose for this lifetime? And your North Node is sitting in the sign of Virgo in the second house, just like mine. Your purpose in this lifetime is to eat healthy and to live healthy. You possibly don't do it as much as you should. but your eating habits need to change. Also, when it comes to your sense of self-worth, the only way that you're going to continue to become wealthy, because that's another part of your purpose in this lifetime, is by being of service. People like myself and yourself and Leo risings, we have to work and provide a service in order for us to become like successful or financially successful. There's no way of getting around that. And your purpose is literally to organize your life, organize your work, and to become more organized within your own system. This also includes going to the gym and working out. Okay?
Like, I recently just got membership to the gym and everything because last year I lost 180 pounds.
Oh, congratulations.
It came off so quickly, and I was like, is this magic? And thank you. So, yes, that's just a confirmation to get back in the gym.
Yeah, you are basically, if you're doing that, you're eating healthier. You're in your purpose. All right? Because according to this, you are very impulsive when it comes to eating. Your Mars being in second house, I can tell you that most people like yourself and myself, we got to discipline ourselves. Well, I have discipline because I have Saturn in the second house, but people like you will eat impulsively without even thinking. All right, and the more you work, the more you're going to eat. So, like I said, you got to balance that off. That's your purpose in this lifetime, is to take your health very seriously. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Are you in a relationship?
Currently, yes.
Is this a do you date the same sex or are you dating males?
I date the same sex.
Okay, because your chart is showing that. The reason why I asked that is because you have Uranus sitting in your seventh house, is conjunct your descendant. Right. Oh, I don't even have the chart up. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna show you right now so you can take a look at what I'm looking at. All right. So in this chart, your seventh house and your seventh house ruler is in the seventh house, and it's in Aquarius, and Uranus, which represents unconventional, which means that your partner is conjunct your descendant, and that's normally an indication of a unconventional relationship, non-conventional relationship. This right here, indication of that. So that's what I see there for you. That's why I asked you if you're in a same sex or you, because your chart is showing that. All right. And I just wanted to ask that question. I know that's not a question. Your last question is, what is my best financial move in the years to come? And I would say you got it. Your best financial moves. Where's your Chiron? Your Chiron it's there someplace. I'm looking for them. I'm probably passing it in my head. Okay, it's in Libra. Okay, so the best financial thing you can do is partner with somebody. What do you do for a living now?
Right now, well, I do acts of service by working for Kroger, and I also have my own business that I'm developing, the clothing, and I do photography. I'm like an all-around person. I do photography, graphic design, and also logo making.
Okay, I can see that. You have Venus inside your 10th house, which represents creativity. You got Mercury there, which represents information. Also, Mercury also represents photography as well, so I see that there. You're very multifaceted, according to this, very creative, and that's an area that you can actually monopolize on. And if those are the areas that you're doing, you should continue doing that. The rule of your second house, which represents finances, you have Mars there, you have North Node there, you have Taural and Dark Lilith there. Now, Virgo is ruled by Chiron. Your Chiron is in Libra in the third house, which means that the best financial thing you can do is open a shop in an area where you grew up in. Did you hear what I said?
Where I grew up in, my hometown.
No, well, not just where you grew up in, but where you live. Where you live now.
Right now.
Yes, in your neighborhood. But not just by yourself, you could partner with somebody, whether it be your partner that you're in a relationship with or somebody you know that you can trust. All right.
Yes.
That's what I see here. Based upon that, you want any further long-term readings? That is, you can message me. Those are $100 for an hour talking with me. All right. Thank you very much for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime, Raven. Truly appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, I think we got Stephanie Stewart and Kay Monroe. Those are the last two. All right, Stephanie. And then we got Carol. That's Carol. Okay, yeah. So Stephanie, is this you? All right, let me just look for Stephanie Stewart and Kay Monroe. I don't see where Stephanie is. If you are Stephanie, let me know. I don't know where to find you. Steph. Oh, okay. It's you. All right. Stephanie, give me your information from here so we can actually go from here. And why don't you come on my live? Send me a message. I don't see you message me. Stephanie. Let me look for you. STEPHSTEPHAN. IEESSE. See if they're gonna find you. All right, you didn't send me a message at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you on this.
Hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hey.
I should be a little upset. You didn't follow instructions.
I couldn't find you to do that. This is my first time doing this, right? I didn't know. I don't know.
It's okay. You probably came on a little late. I'm not
I did.
too pressed about it. Your name is Stephanie. What's your last name?
Stewart.
Steve.
STEWART.
ARTD.
No, just ART.
Okay. Wait, Stewart, are you did you have family in the Caribbean?
I probably do. I got family everywhere.
Okay. Your date of birth is what?
4586.
What day, what month?
April 5th.
Okay. 1986.
Correct.
Okay. And your time of birth?
And the time 2:55 p.m.
And this place that you were born?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
All right. And we got action. Hey.
Hey.
Thank you for being the first time being on my live. You're not on my live on here, but you're on my live on my phone. So it's your first time. How did you find out about me first and foremost?
I found out about you a long time ago, listening to your YouTubes, watching your YouTubes with past life regressions, and since then I've been trying to get mine done. It's hard to catch you.
Yeah, that's why I take like 2 or 3 year breaks and then I get at it again. You know, that's how that. If you don't catch me, you got to catch me 2 years after. That's just how it is. You know.
It's fine.
All right, so you are also a Virgo rising as well. This is truly a phenomenon. Like everybody coming on this live is a Virgo rising. Majority of them is Leo and Virgo rising. So yeah, this is something. So what's your question? Your first question?
Will my nonprofit and family cleaning business be a success?
So what? Say it again.
Will my nonprofit and cleaning business be a family cleaning business be a success?
Okay. What do you do for 9 to 5?
Right now, I'm a case manager coordinator, so I work in human services. I love helping people.
Mostly children?
Well, it's really families. And the job that I'm working in right now is dealing with seniors. But
Okay.
with my nonprofit, it's going to be children, men, women. It's going to be everybody.
Really, man? Society don't care about men too much.
Well, I do, because everybody can start over.
Yeah, I agree.
Make better changes.
It's just that we need more legislations for men. We are unaliving ourselves at an alarming rate, and it's because nobody really cares for men. If a man doesn't make a way for himself, he's considered to be nothing, and that's why they're killing themselves.
Oh yeah.
Women don't check for men who ain't nobody. If you ain't nobody, you get nothing. You get nobody.
Well, I check for men because men need love too, especially our men.
I agree with you. You are a very rare breed. It's the truth. It's really true. So with your 9 to 5, I notice how you put 2 questions in one real fast. You're like, y'all be real crafty with these.
I'm trying to be. Well, it is one question though. Will my successful family cleaning business be a success? Will my nonprofit and family cleaning business be a success? Will my 2 businesses be a success?
Okay, I got you. All right. So first and foremost, you have Chiron sitting conjunct your MC, and that's normally, Gemini is a sign that rules information, knowledge, wisdom. It goes to teaching. It can also represent giving information, also counseling. Now, in order for me to understand where that counseling comes from, I have to take a look at the ruler of this Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Your Mercury is literally in Pisces. It rules, hospitals, prisons, asylums, and anything that does with empathy. So your drive is to bring balance in the area of helping people that needs help, because your chart is showing that. It's going to continue to be successful. The Neptune, the ruler of your MC, of Mercury, because it's sitting in Pisces, is Neptune. And Neptune is in Capricorn. Capricorn rules the government, and it represents that could be a continuous flow, whether it be a contract with the government or if you're working subsidiary to it. It's showing us that you don't have that to worry about. That's period, point blank. Now, your second house, which rules your money income for you, and you're talking about your own business, your cleaning business, and you have Chiron here, and Chiron rules Virgo, which rules putting things into place. All right, it represents cleaning, perfection, using the hands. And you're asking about your business, I would say that it is going to be successful. The thing is that, with your money, you need partnership. As a Virgo rising, Libra is sitting on your second house, which means that even though you try to do it alone, you need somebody to be able to trust. And because you're a Virgo rising and you have Pluto and Scorpio on your third house, you don't trust much. So the more you don't trust, the more you become poor or don't really elevate financially. You're going to have to trust somebody in order for you. You have to partner with somebody you could trust and did your investigation on, making sure that the credit score is good, they haven't robbed or cheated anybody, they're very consistent. You basically have to do your own, and it's going to help you to be consistent. All right. And if that person F's up, you got to do the same thing. Find somebody who's consistent.
I know.
So this is not a solo journey for you.
Okay. I already know with both of them, with both businesses. My nonprofit is my baby. And because it's helping people, it's doing what I love. So, yeah.
Right.
Okay. So my second question is, will my spiritual gifts make me money?
Would your spiritual gift make you money? Good question. Second house ruler. Well, first of all, must you also a medium as well? You're another Virgo that has Sun and Aries sitting in the 8th house, like the person who's before you. Remember that. You saw it. I know you're like, damn, they're just like me. Yeah, y'all got the
I
same
was
thing.
like, dang, it's me.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Now, your Venus is sitting inside the 9th house. It's in Taurus. One of the gifts that you have is prophecy. Okay? You also have the discerner spirit. You're able to tell when somebody's going to bullshit you before they say anything. You also have the ability to speak into people's lives. You also have the gift of affecting people with your words.
I do.
So all of these are gifts that you can use. Of course, they can be used for finances. You also have Jupiter in Pisces. You have Mercury in Pisces. You got Moon in Pisces. You are intuitive, empathetic, and you are psychic, sugar. If you don't use them, yeah, the only person that's stopped is you. It's only you, baby.
Oh, I'm using them. I'm working on them.
All right. All right. Yes, it will.
Okay.
They will be very good for you.
Perfect.
All right.
Now, when me and my partner get together,
How much questions I done answered?
you answered 2.
Okay.
That was 2. Well,
Okay.
my business.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Well, me and my partner, so I mean, it's like been up and down, and lately it's kind of been bad, but for the last 2 weeks it's been good. Will I be with my partner like will we be together? Like,
how long y'all been together?
For like 22.
Okay, so first and foremost, let me explain something to you. How long are you married? Not married, right?
Married, yes.
Oh, you're married. Okay. Wow. All right. Beautiful. You have Jupiter sitting in your 7th house, sugar. That brings luck. The only reason why you're still together is because of that luck. Secondly, the moon is sitting there in Pisces, and wherever the moon is where you're going to have ups and downs. The moon in our sky is responsible for the low tide and high tides, which means that sort of represents your relationship, because the 7th house is the house of long-term commitment. And your relationship is going to have high tides and low tides, sugar. You feel me? I don't know his chart. I don't know what's going on, but also because your Mars right here is conjunct your Neptune. All right. Is your partner spiritual?
No, but because I am, he's trying
okay,
to
so the more
into this.
That's good.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because the more, so there are 3 types of men, right? That a woman normally attracts. I said this in a post before. You instinctively attract your Mars, which means that when you're young, you want to fuck around with the Mars. Your Mars is a Capricorn, which represents you would have operated and connected with older men who were stronger, who had multiple, who were very leader and were flashy. That was who you attracted when you were younger. As you get older, you attract the Sun, Aries, which represents a very strong, masculine man who is strong and responsible, not responsible, very impulsive, very aggressive. You know, that's the kind of mind that you probably may have. Now, the Jupiter represents the kind of mind that will be your long-term partner. And your Jupiter is in Pisces in the 7th house. If you want your marriage to last any longer, he has to be on the same spiritual plane as you. If not, that 22 years, and that's the only reason why you're holding on to the thread, is because he's wanting to do it because of you. And if I was him, if I was you, you can't force him, but let him know that this journey that you're making, you want to make it with him. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cool beans.
All
I
right.
appreciate you. Thank you, Astro.
You're very welcome.
Care.
All right, bye. All right. I think I got one more. I got room for one more. One more. And Carol Robinson, I think that's you. How you doing? I'm calling you right now. And I think I got your chart, so I can just pull it up.
I did not know you were a video.
You didn't know what?
That you were a video calling.
Oh, I'm calling you. I'm calling you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Carolyn Robinson. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Sorry. So how you been?
I've been okay. How about you?
It's been a beautiful day. I can't complain at all. It's just been amazing. Is your last name Robinson or Small?
I'm Robinson.
How come I don't have your chart anymore? Okay. Let me look. Oh, because that was a long time ago. You ain't chat with me in a bit. All right, so your question is really blunt, but I want you to, we gotta have a conversation about this. Let's see, 13. Because you just like money, career, purpose. Nah, you gonna elaborate with a nigga like me. You gotta be able to tell me, because I'm nosy. I wanna know. I wanna know. Yeah. You're born Atlanta, Georgia. Is that where you live now?
No, right now I live in California.
You a traitor. You went all the way to the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. So as it pertains to career, what are you asking? Huh?
Are you in Atlanta?
No, I'm not in Atlanta. No, but I will be there pretty soon. So question, you asked about career. What about career? You can't just say the word career, say the word money, and then say the word purpose. I want to know what about career?
Just what it looks like this from your perspective, looking at my friend.
What your career looks like?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living now?
I do a lot of things. That's part of why I'm at.
So I'm listening. What do you do?
Well, I work in the sex industry. I work in transportation.
Why did you skip past that so quickly? You said you're in the sex industry, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why you say that as if you're?
Well, because I told you I do a lot of things. I was trying to do everything that I was.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, say your shit.
I don't think anything's wrong with it.
Okay, I was gonna say your shit. Don't be worried about what people thinking if they're watching. If so and so, fuck them.
I heard you say that before we got on here. So.
Like, fuck the hell. People be worried about what other people think all the time. The hell with them. FUCKTHEM. You feel me? All right. So as it pertains to your MC, you have Venus there in your 10th house. You got Dark Moon Lilith there, which is an indication that you may be drawn towards that sexual energy. All right, or because Dark Moon Lilith is about being sexually liberated and doing what the fuck you want to do. However, your Dark Moon Lilith is literally in the 10th house. That normally represents where even if you were on a regular job, your boss will want to try to have sex with you. So, so basically, you either go with it or you don't. So being on a regular job, you're going to be forced to try to have sex, or just make your career in the energy of sex. But that's not the only thing that you have here. You could also, your Venus is in Aries, which represents that you could do here, according to this. And if you focus on that, you could also do very well with that. Your Venus in Aries, according to this, you could either do makeup or hair, because Aries rules the face and head, and Venus represents money. So you could actually make money doing that as well. If you don't do that, I don't know why you're not. Secondly, your sun is in Taurus. The sun sign in Taurus in the 11th house. You could also make money through social media, presenting yourself in a way that's very direct, straightforward, being a leader in some way, form, or fashion. Okay. Career-wise, because Mars is the ruler of your MC, and your Mars is sitting in Gemini in the 12th house, you can have a career in healing, spiritual healing, through words or anything that deals with where your Mercury at. Your Mercury is in, so it's in the 10th house in Aries. You can have a career in spiritual healing. That could be through information, wisdom, knowledge, or anything of that nature. It could be the career path that you also choose if you want to. That also is the area where you can, your money can be very, very stable. Is presenting yourself as, to some degree, somebody who is authentic with themselves. As a matter of fact, because your North Node is in because I'm answering all your questions at the same time, believe it or
You
not.
are. Thank you.
Your MC, which represents your purpose in this lifetime, is conjunct Eros, conjunct your part of fortune, conjunct your sun. Clear indication, especially in the 11th house, that you are to live in a way that's very authentic to oneself. That's a sensual life, one that deals with, beauty and fashion and focusing on anything that's stable. You could also make money through money, investments.
Investments, yeah.
Because you have Jupiter, which is in the 8th house, representing investment of other people's money or your money into other people. You can also, that's the best way you can be prosperous is through investments. That's also connected in some degree to your purpose.
Okay.
Are you single, married, in a relationship?
I am single.
It's sort of hard being in a relationship the way you are in the field that you're in, correct?
Yes.
And it's okay, because according to this, you could be in a relationship with somebody you work with long term. It shows that that's going to be happening, like one of your peoples. Sounds crazy, but that's what I see. All right.
I don't like that.
You don't like that one, huh?
I don't.
It's all right. It's okay. You just gonna be like that anyway. And marriage for you may take place later on. It may not happen right now, but somebody's gonna love the shit out of you. But it's gonna be a little toxic too. Just want you to know that as well. I also want you to know that the reason why you went into the sex industry is because in previous lifetimes you were in the sex industry. And a matter of fact, you're very good at sex, according to this.
Okay.
I made a post about Cancer rising, their gifts being in the area of Scorpio being in the 5th house of talents. Your north, your south node right here is conjunct your Saturn, which represents that you were an authority. You were not just that, you were a pimp. You were a madam in a previous lifetime.
Okay, because that's funny, because people approach me, like, that's not how I present myself in the sex industry. I present myself as more of like a submissive, and like everybody wants me to like dominate. So that's so accurate. Everything you said has been so accurate. Actually, this is helpful. This is so helpful. It's one of the best astrology readings I think I've gotten.
Oh wow! Now you made me feel real good. I appreciate you for being
you just made me feel real good. So thank you.
You're very welcome, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thanks so much.
All right, y'all. That's my time. I think I'm done for the day. I don't want to look at my stuff and see that I have somebody send me more. No. Okay. All right. So if you guys have questions, as you know, it is what it is. Appreciate y'all for being here with me. And if I happen to be comfortable, I may do this on Tuesday. Wait, today's Monday, right? Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe on Wednesday. All right? So secure your spot. If you want to book it in advance, you can. Just let me know. I'll put you on the list. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I appreciate you. Thank you. You could have been anywhere where you choose to be here with me, and that I'm truly grateful for. Enjoy the rest of your day.